Alright, here we are. This is a 93 Jimmy with Vortex spider injection. This vehicle, the owner's had it for quite some time. I've done a lot of stuff to it. So is he. So I did the electric fan shroud. You can see the shroud there. But then cage. He had the cage already. So I did an upper closure piece, and I do believe I did a lower closure piece out of aluminum. So electric fans. Built the bumper. It was a bumper kit that was ordered. I just assembled it and welded it. Everything turned out nice on it. You know, put the LED bar in there, markers. Did the lift kit on it. You can see it's just your standard lift kit. I think it's a 6-inch if I remember correctly. Spot welded the kit in because it needed to be to keep it from shifting. Alright, and I also did a body lift on it. I think you can see the body lift bushings right there. Alright, so I came back for no run condition. They replaced the spider injectors in it, replaced the fuel pump sending unit, yada yada yada. They still couldn't get it figured out, so I brought it back here. It snowed almost 8 inches when they dropped it off. The day after they dropped it off, I wasn't able to get it in the garage that night, so hinting all the cardboard underneath it. The cardboard was to soak up the water. So now it's not soaking wet underneath here. I'm going to troubleshoot it further and see why we aren't getting fuel pressure on the unit, and that's what it ended up being. So no fuel pressure to the head assembly. I got my can screwed in up here. So there's the shredder valve on the pressure side of the injection system before it goes under the intake. So I did pressurize that with a can and couldn't get pressure high enough to run it. So now what I did is, you can see the large lines, the feed. Alright, so I took the feed, which runs down the frame rail, to the factory filter. And from the factory filter, I disconnected the outlet on the factory filter. That's the line that goes to the engine. And I ran a bypass. So the bypass runs into your standard LS swap fuel pressure regulator filter system that comes on 2000 and 2004 Corvettes. Alright, so this will regulate the line pressure, which is on this side. This is line pressure side. This is line, feed. There should be pressure on this side too. So plumbed it in. This is my return. So if I get any fuel out of here into this can, I should have reached line pressure of set, I think it's what, 55, 65, I don't remember exactly, but the preset line pressure. So I've cycled the key a few times and I have got nothing out of the return. Reading the gauge, we're only getting the max maybe 8 psi. So this tells me the issue is in the tank. So I'm going to lower the tank next, check to make sure the hose clamps are tight on the fuel pump. Go from there. It's not in the intake. It's not anywhere from here forward because that's not where it's leaking at, losing the pressure at. The pump's just not building pressure, so I don't know if somebody sold them a TBI fuel pump instead of a multi-port injection pump, and maybe it just won't push enough, or there's a hose clamp loose in the sending unit inside the tank, which is not uncommon. I've seen that happen. Oh, finished it out. Get her done. Hopefully it'll be running today.